This is from Fox News. I don't cover politics on the channel much, but this is not serious politics, so I figured, all right, let's see what they got. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says political parties approached him to run for president, one after the other. So I'm guessing not just one political party, but a few of them. It's from November 9th, 2023. All right. Political parties are seriously interested in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and are eyeing him for the Oval Office. The pro wrestler turned movie star says he's been approached by political parties to run for president of the U.S. after a survey from the New York Daily News cited that 46% of Americans would vote for him. Those surveys are always so inaccurate. I mean, there's over 300 million people in the country, so if you sample like a couple of thousand or something, that's not accurate for 46%. But okay, a positive poll. That was an interesting poll that happened, and I was really moved by that, and I was blown away. I was really honored he told Trevor Noah on his What Now podcast. Trevor Noah is from The Daily Show. I guess he's got a podcast now. I'm no fan, but I know who he is. At the end of the year in 2022, I got a visit from the parties asking me if I was going to run, and if I could run, Johnson spilled. It was a big deal, and it came out of the blue, and it was one after the other. So, like I said, I'm assuming it wasn't just Democrat, wasn't just Republican, wasn't just independent. It was all of them or most of them. They brought up that poll. They also brought up their own deep dive research that would prove, should I ever decide to go down that road, that you'd be a real contender? Trevor asked. I guess they had some research, some inside info, but I think they want to put people in there who are actually out in public with a big following, with a smiley face and things like that. So it's kind of disheartening because it's not about who would make the best decisions. It's about who would get the most attention. It's almost like the society shifting from, well, a society to how many views can we get? How many likes can we get? How many clicks can we get kind of society. Yeah, it was all very surreal because that's never been my goal. My goal has never been in politics. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things about politics that I hate, he admitted. Well, I mean, was his goal to be a movie star? Was anyone's goal to be the better thing they took from the lesser thing? Not really. People just take opportunities to move up. When the poll initially came out in 2021, he told USA Today he was open to the challenge. I would consider myself a presidential run in the future if that's what the people wanted, he shared. Truly, I mean that. I'm not flippant in any way in my answer. That would be to the people. So I would wait and I would listen. I would have my finger on the pulse and my ear to the ground, meaning I'll let other people make the decision for me so I don't take the blame, I guess. He then goes on to say this. He's got 3 daughters and there's a lot of estrogen in his house. And because of that, he wouldn't want to be away in an occupation that takes you away, hinting towards, I suppose, they need the father figure because there's a lot of estrogen. Not sure what else he could be hinting at. He then said he actually told that to the people approaching him, that he would want to stay in the house and be a father. All right, fair enough, which is why maybe Fox News is printing this because they like that kind of thing. Well, they claim they like that kind of thing. They are the mass media, so let's not get mixed up here with what they say and they believe, but that's what they claim. And then he goes on to say, once again, if people were really passionate, he would consider it. And then Noah says this. It either means you're the paragon of what people would hope a leader to be, or it means things have gotten so bad that they're like, we need someone who's going to come in here and lay the smack down on everyone. Ha ha, because he was a wrestler. Good joke. And then they mention, out of obligation, I suppose, that Johnson's reps didn't comment to Fox. All right, I see what he's saying. On one hand, if the people want it, maybe that's a reason to go for it. But on the other hand, kind of a cop-out saying, well, if I don't make the decision on my own, then I can't be blamed to screw up if something bad happens. But what are we talking about here? This isn't realistic. It's just something they printed, but there was a poll, and we have heard of people like Meghan Markle wanting to run for president, so who knows? After all, there was Trump, and he wasn't exactly a politician before he became president. But I digress on that, obviously. Let me know what you think below. Doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. Consider subscribing here. If you don't, I'll be sad about it. But I'll get over it. See you next time.